Tonight we're going to talk about offline haters or real world haters. Not the haters that can hide behind an internet screen, not people you don't know, people you actually know. And I don't know the exact stat, but many of your haters or many people that maybe you think are friends could secretly hate you. So always remember that. And I hate that thought because I'm such a positive person, right? So how could someone hate? And I mean, I don't think I hate anybody, number one, to even begin with, but strongly dislike, indifference key, right? So if you're indifferent, you don't care. But real life haters are people that you know. So it's 12:30 at night right now. Like I said, I just went to the Tigers game and I get a text from someone I actually know. And this is the second time in the past couple weeks with this guy. And I've had other random people, okay? And it's always just something negative. And he does drink a lot, so it could be under the influence, but still not an excuse, right? So the first time I said, dude, keep watching, you're helping me keep hating. This time I told him not so nice words, okay? Like F off. And I blocked him because you know why? Because I don't care what people think, and that's for sure. But I'm also not gonna put up with someone busting my chops for absolutely no reason. Now, let's get into that, okay? Why do people hate? Why does everybody think that people need to project hatred? Projecting, right? We need to tell everybody how awful someone is. Why do we do that? Most people that are assholes, and I mean, everybody can be an asshole. There's a difference between being an asshole and acting like an asshole, okay? So what I mean is the people that are just miserable, okay? Because everyone can have a bad day. The people that are miserable with themselves. Think about it. Someone that has to go out and talk shit, scorch earth about you, especially if you ever loved each other, were good friends, whatever the case is. Why does it have to go there? Then you have some people that are just always angry, right? Always miserable. And that's the same reason. They are unhappy with themselves, okay? And that really comes down to insecurities. So if you are insecure with yourself, okay, it really kind of means that you don't like yourself in a sense. You're going to project that. Okay, insecurity will also breed jealousy, which is also a very negative thing. So jealousy and insecurity, and it really, again, all the root is insecurity, projects it. So, for example, the guy that's been messaging me just being ignorant, and I know him and he's a cool guy and it's odd, but whatever. It's because he's jealous of something. Like, what are you jealous of? Like, what am I doing to make you jealous? Because I'm living? Because I was on a merry-go-round that I paid whatever, who knows, with a Detroit Lions game or a Detroit Tigers game? Because my kids had a blast and we laughed all night and we got Mountain Dew and I got a couple beers, like, big deal. Is that what you're jealous of? Is it, do I ever make you feel like, it just doesn't make sense, right? So that's what you need to understand. It's never gonna make sense. Because it probably doesn't make sense for them, okay? Now, I had two choices with this guy, and I'm picking on this guy, but there's other people who have done it, but it is what it is, okay? So I can do a few things. I could have let it, he did bug me, okay? So I got the text at the last, right when we were walking out, trying to find our car. I was already all worked up because I'm like, where the heck did we find our car? I was totally lost. That's besides the point. I was upset for 10 minutes. I let it get the best of me, and I know I shouldn't have, but I still did. And after a little bit, I'm like thinking about it, taking myself away, and I said, I'm not letting this guy control my night. This was a beautiful night that my kids will never forget. We had so much fun. And he, in a way, wanted to ruin it because he was jealous. He's insecure. But that's sad. So I could hate this guy, I could be mad at him. Okay, I'm probably not gonna really talk to him because what's the point? I don't need the negativity, okay? Because I don't care what people think. People judge me every single day. I guarantee you that. I know that. I feel it. I'm an empath, unfortunately, right? And that's okay with me. But I don't need to hear it from someone that is doing it just to try to put someone down to make themselves feel better. That's an important point. People that are super insecure or unhappy with themselves are going to want to put down others to make themselves feel better. Okay? I'm not a doctor. I don't even know if they know it, to be honest. Okay? They might not even know it. And something very personal to me, I don't think this person that's scorching earth with me, to be honest, knows what she's doing, to be honest. But besides the point, and I do relate it back to this guy. Does he know what he's doing? I'm not sure. But remember, insecurity breeds everything. If you are not happy with yourself, it's a big problem. And that's a huge problem with relationships, because we've heard this over and over. Fix yourself first. It's been months and I haven't dated anybody. I'm focusing on myself. I'm focusing on Not a Poor Decision, which is flourishing, and it's amazing. Like the comments, the reactions, all that stuff, all that little spread of laughter or kindness or self-worth, it makes me feel good. But think about that. So if someone gets destroyed in a breakup, or you have some insecurity from your childhood, or issues you never want to deal with every single relationship hurt, you're bringing new problems. Is that fair to you and to, and more probably importantly to the other person? I don't think so. But I'm not saying I haven't done it either, right? Selfish, and we're lonely and whatever, but I got to a point when I know enough about myself, and I know enough that I need to heal myself. So that's what I'm doing, okay? But I'm a different person because I've focused on this. Every single day I want to choose positivity, okay? So let's go back to that guy. So could I hate him? Yeah, sure, but I don't hate anybody. Because ultimately, the opposite of love is not hate. It's indifference. Indifference means you don't care if they're there or not, or you see their face or not. And I hate to say that because it sounds almost negative, but it's not. Because you need to protect you. If someone doesn't agree with you, because remember, every single person will judge you. Okay, I don't care what anyone says. Everybody judges, including me. But the difference is the people that don't treat you different are the real gems. Remember that. Because everybody judges. It's the people that treat you different are the problems. So, back to that guy, I just choose indifference. Because you know why? In the end, I actually feel sorry for people like that. I feel sorry for people that have to go out of their way, scorch earth, talk shit about people because they're unhappy with themselves. Really think about that. You know how many people have called me and said, this person's saying this about you, this face saying that, and I'm like, okay, add to it, I could care less. Because if you know me, if you really know me, you know it's bullshit. Because I'm not evil at all. Am I perfect? Not even close. Do I try to be good? Absolutely. I already know my own issues. I give too much to the wrong people, plain and simple. And I already know that. And I'm not saying they're bad people, I'm just saying they're the wrong people because they don't want to deal with whatever their issue is, or they need help, or whatever it is, right? I'm not trying to blame something. I'm just, I will take just as much blame, but I don't need to. I don't need to go tell people because I don't care. I will express my general, sometimes sadness, sure, and I might put stuff up, but a lot of the stuff's giving me passion to help everyone else, to kind of express what's in my mind. So think about that. The next person in the offline world, right? Not on the internet, someone you know, someone you love. Because I don't care really much what people say, but I do still care about people that I care about, say. And that is the hardest thing. That's been super hard, but the only way I look at it is, if someone turns or flips, it's just the person you loved is dead. Because people ask me all the time, how does my boyfriend or my girlfriend go from loving me one day to hating me the next and then breaking up? Things change, right? There's mental situations, whatever, but I don't think they ever don't love you. I think they just fall out of, they're not in love with you for whatever reason, but again, If you've loved once, can't you love again? It's all depends, and I really truly think the answer is loving yourself. When you do not love yourself, you will never be able to love someone else the right way. Think about that. It's just like a house foundation. So if you have a foundation like this, a round foundation, is this going to sit on it? Absolutely not. Okay? But if you have something, I'm making a big mess here. If you have something more solid, it's going to sit on it. This is you. It's the foundation. Don't be this. Don't be a rolling, don't have a crack in your foundation. Nothing will ever work. So remember, for the offline haters, don't hate them. Feel bad for them. And I'll tell you why. And it's unfortunate, I actually feel bad for this. Because they hate themselves. They will never admit it. And that's the problem. They probably won't even admit it to themselves. So remember that. They are projecting hate that they feel inside for whatever reason. And that, remember, you can't help someone that doesn't want to be helped. And that's plain and simple. And I used to try everything. But I've given up now with things, right? So if someone doesn't want help, I'm done chasing. It's just how it goes. You have to know your worth, and that's where everything changes. Follow, subscribe, wherever you're watching this. I hope you're enjoying it, because I'm not just laughing all the time. I want to give you guys value as well. I want to help. Trust me, I'm the man that's been married way too many times.